Chapter 1. Titans of Tech. In summer 2020, Apple became the first U.S. company to surpass a $2 trillion market capitalization, a milestone driven by the iPhone's 2007 debut, which sparked a smartphone revolution. Founded by Steve Jobs, Apple's ascent was meteoric, boasting a $2.24 trillion valuation by 2020, outpacing Microsoft's $1.68 trillion under CEO Satya Nadella. Yet beneath their corporate triumphs lies a storied relationship between Jobs and Bill Gates. Rivals turned allies, famously captured by Time magazine's cover. Steve Jobs, thanks Bill Gates, from arch enemies to friends. Chapter 2. Apple's Dark Days. In the late 1990s, Apple teetered on the brink of bankruptcy. Apple is in serious trouble, Jobs admitted in 1997, as the company hemorrhaged cash and market share. Once a pioneer, Apple was overshadowed by Microsoft, the dominant force in personal computing. Facing collapse, Jobs made a humbling decision. He turned to his fiercest rival, Bill Gates, for help, a move that would reshape their rivalry and the tech landscape. Chapter 3. A rivalry re-examined at Apple. Many employees viewed Microsoft as the enemy, believing success meant defeating Gates's empire. Jobs initially shared this view but soon recognized its flaw. Apple doesn't need to beat Microsoft, he said. Apple must remember who we are. He argued that the Apple-Microsoft rivalry wasn't a zero-sum game. Both could thrive. Jobs urged his team to abandon the US versus them mindset, a shift he called urgent to save Apple. Chapter 4. An Unlikely Alliance. In 1997, Jobs and Gates negotiated a historic deal. Microsoft invested $150 million in Apple, acquiring a 6.5% stake, and agreed to develop software like Microsoft Office for Macs. In return, Apple dropped lawsuits accusing Microsoft of copying its operating system. This collaboration was pragmatic. Apple needed capital, and Microsoft saw value in a revitalized Apple, ensuring a competitive market for its software. The deal stunned the tech world, with a New York Times editor calling it surreal. Chapter 5. Gratitude Amid Tension. Jobs publicly thanked Gates, saying over a phone call, "Bill, thank you. The world is a better place." The investment stabilized Apple, paving the way for its resurgence with iconic products like the iMac, iPod, and iPhone. Yet beneath the gratitude, their relationship remained complex. Jobs respected Gates's business acumen, but often criticized his creativity, once stating, "Bill Gates is not an innovator. He hasn't invented anything." This duality, appreciation mixed with rivalry, defined their bond. Chapter 6. A Final Conversation. In May 2011, as Jobs battled terminal cancer, he spent over 3 hours speaking with Gates, one of his last meaningful conversations. Walter Isaacson's biography of Jobs reveals the depth of their connection. Gates found Jobs strangely captivating despite his limited technical knowledge, admiring his visionary instincts. Jobs in turn called Gates a brilliant man with a great sense of humor, but questioned his motives, suggesting Gates prioritized market share over artistry. Chapter 7. A Complex Legacy. Jobs' final reflections on Gates were candid. Bill calls himself a product innovator, but that's not true. He's a businessman. Market share matters more to him than masterpieces. He added, Gates shamelessly ripped off others' ideas. implying Gates excelled in philanthropy, not technology. These remarks reveal Jobs' gratitude for Gates's 1997 lifeline alongside lingering resentment, highlighting the intricate, often contradictory nature of their relationship and Jobs' own multifaceted character. Chapter 8: Collaboration over Competition. The Apple-Microsoft partnership of 1997 proved that collaboration could outshine cutthroat rivalry. By aligning, they redefined the tech industry, with Apple innovating in hardware and design, and Microsoft dominating software. Their truce showed that mutual benefit could drive progress, a lesson echoed in modern tech alliances. The Time cover quote endures as a testament to how two visionaries transformed enmity into a partnership that shaped the digital age. Chapter 9: Enduring Impact. Over 30 years, Jobs and Gates's rivalry fueled innovation, pushing personal computing to new heights. Gates's rescue of Apple preserved a competitor that challenged Microsoft to evolve, while Jobs' vision redefined user experiences. Their story, marked by competition, cooperation, and grudging respect, remains a tech legend, illustrating how complex human relationships can drive monumental change.